And welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Let's Play. I'm Robert, and I will be be commentating or commentariating or however you say it through this series. I've gone ahead and since the last episode, I was talking about kind of clearing up the space, making it look nice before I put a storage house right here. Um, I've gone ahead and I've displaced some of the dirt. As I was saying, dirt's a very valuable resource. I used up pretty much all the dirt that I collected in, digging up around here and so forth. I'll still have to do some more work over here because it looks still kind of scraggly. And it turns out that I circled around the whole island. I've done some planting of trees too, by the way. I circled around the whole island and I ended up right back where the mine was. So that's kind of nice to have the mine right next to the storage house. And I've planted some berries over here, just cleared up some trees, and that's pretty much it. And one more thing, while I was down, oh wait, no, that was a different world, sorry. I collected some iron, I got some seeds, maybe I'll make a farm this episode. Got 3 stacks of wood, and that should be pretty much enough to start off with my storage house. I'm going to start off here by maybe I'm looking for where the corner should be. I'm going to make the corner right about there, and I'm going to make a basement to it. So I need to make sure that both lengths of the walls are going to be odd numbers, just because of the way I'm going to put the windows. So 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, I got to count the blocks on the inside. Or no, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that should be good enough for the width of the building. About the length, there should be 1, 2. I'm gonna say about 15 to 17 blocks in length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll see how that looks. Yeah, that should be about good. 11 by 15. So I'm just gonna square the thing up, make it into a rectangle. And this process should be fairly simple the way that I'm doing it to build the foundation. I'm gonna have to cut down this tree here though. A couple of trees in the way, but that's fine. I'm gonna go by like a standard building code, and that's for a basement to have at least one window per room in the basement. And the way I build windows in let me think. The way I build windows when I'm doing a build is I always make them 2 blocks high because I figure windows are never really square. Usually you get it where window is like, up above your head and not just a little hole that you peer through. So I'm going to go for that too, and just try to make it as decorative as possible. Add an egg there. I'm going to fill in this gap with dirt too. It'd be nice if this rain went away. But yeah, that was pretty much all I did since the last episode was prepare for the build of this episode. I think that's appropriate, I guess. I mean, I don't want to have to put you guys through all the boring stuff of like clearing up dirt and planting trees and things like that. So so I've noticed that normally when people make a building in Minecraft, they don't bother to put a basement to it. I don't know why. But also, on top of putting a basement to the storage house, I'm also going to prepare myself to build a sewer system that runs along inside of the town. This is the first building of the town. So basically, while we're waiting to gain the parts, or to gain all the little resource blocks that we need to build the road and the sewer system, we're gonna dig like 2 or 3 maybe floor blocks down around where the roads should be, so that we'll basically be walking around in a half constructed sewer until we have the pieces to build where the sewer is. So right here, this is going to be the corner of the storage house, and then this is going to be 3 blocks, maybe 4 blocks down, and we're going to be walking around in like a trench when we're in the town. And when we have, you know, we feel like we're ready to build the roads over top of the sewers, then we're just going to go ahead and do that. I'm not really sure what I want the sewers to be like yet, so it'll take some trial and error, maybe some experimenting, and then we'll find the right sort of design for the sewers later on. And one other building thing that is just kind of like a niche that I keep to is I always make sure that a room is 3 blocks tall. I can't stand it when people build a really nice looking house and then when you walk in, then the ceiling is literally right touching your head. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And I might need to gather some more stone too. I always, when I build a basement, I like to keep it so that the walls are all stone, like smooth stone. But I might make the walls with cobblestone just for the purpose of this one building. Like I said, we're pretty low on resources, so it's not going to look as great as a building that we'll build, say, later on, like in the 15th episode or something like that. But yeah, so I'm going to be releasing maybe like 1 to 3 videos a day, maybe even more than that. Just because I pretty much have nothing to do on my computer yet. I just, you know, I love playing Minecraft, and I love to get my content out there. So I'm gonna be making a lot of videos. So, you know, every day there should be something new on my channel. If there isn't, then I will, you know, I'll tell you guys why I wasn't able to upload a video in the next video. So burning through the iron shovels here. But we are in fact on an island, and I think that's really cool. I want to have this whole island sort of teeming with life once, you know, maybe when we get to a later episode, I want this whole island teeming with life. And this should be the last layer. This should be the last layer that we're going to take out. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to mine up. I'm going to make the walls and the floor out of cobblestone just this one time because I don't have any smooth stone ready. Just for the purposes of this one storage house. But all the buildings that I make later on should have smooth stone as their walls. Smooth stone is, you know, it looks like concrete, and I'm not really sure how to make concrete or get concrete yet. So we're just gonna make it out of stone because it looks visually similar. Let me see here. I need to make another pickaxe. Look at this. And this should probably take up the whole video, this making the storage house. I'm gonna replace these diorite. Let me see. So, okay, never mind. We're good. Just gonna make sure it's flat, and then I'm gonna build this cobblestone floor. Almost there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're pretty much done for digging out the pit that's going to be where the foundation goes. I might have to pick up more cobblestone, like I was saying. I don't really have that much in my inventory. But one trick that I use when we're low on resources, we can just kind of build along the edges, because that's where the walls and the floor meet, and it'll save us all kinds of blocks. You'll see what I'm talking about afterwards. Because you're not really going to see the corners, and you're not going to see the edges that are underneath the ground. So what I like to do is just kind of, sorry, I have burps. You just kind of build up the edges, build up the corners, anything that's underneath the ground, and then when the walls meet the floor, you won't even be able to notice it. It'll save you all kinds of blocks, and it's not even something that you notice. Yeah, we're gonna have to pick up more cobblestone. Definitely, we gotta pick up a ton more cobblestone. So I'm just gonna go into this mine right here and start chopping away and getting as much cobblestone as I can. And possibly even like improving the look of the cave while I'm doing it. It's always something that that people always forget to do when they have a mine. People tend to keep it looking scraggly. I want this one to look really nice. Maybe even have those sort of what are they called? They keep the ceiling from caving in a regular mine. I think they're called like bracers or something. I want to build some bracers that go down here too. So I should need like 3 or 4 stacks of cobblestone before I move on to the next spot. Let's see. What's another building that I want to build? A storage house is pretty much a necessity. So the next thing that I want to build, let me think. Maybe like a library. Maybe I should build a library as the next thing. I'll have to get a ton of books, and then I want to start building storefronts, but I don't have any villagers. So maybe one of the things that I could go to next is trying to find a village, going exploring and trying to find a village, and then making enough finding enough iron to make railroads that I can bring the villagers back to my town and put them in the shops. I might do some of that off camera, just because it's probably going to take a while to find a village. But once I find the village, I'll put it back on camera in the next episode. Maybe the next episode, maybe one after that. Let me see how much cobblestone I have. This looks like a pretty good mine to start with. I know I said that in the last episode, but I just like remarking it because not normally do you find a nice mine shaft or a nice cave in a spruce biome. which I think is kind of funny. So I should be almost ready with enough cobblestone here. Get rid of some of this dirt. Dirt may be valuable, but it's not that valuable. When you're trying to build up a certain kind of resource, so if you have a ton of dirt, then feel free to chuck like a stack of it. But I think this cave, it goes down to bedrock, if I'm not mistaken. I can see lava, I can see light down there, so that's a good sign. Might be able to pick up some diamonds early on. In fact, why don't I just run down there and check it out first? Eat some of my berries. It's too much of a drop, I guess. Plus I only have like one more tick on my iron pickaxe. I'm gonna have to make that like a whole different episode walking down there. But for this one, we should get quite a ways in building the storage house. Okay, now I don't really know what to do. Broken my pickaxe. I gotta get up there somehow. I'm just gonna build up like this. Oop! Almost fell there. Alright, we should have almost enough cobblestone, if not just a bit more cobblestone than we need. We're back up. Okay, back to building this. I have an ant running around my table or something. Two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, we should have, I'm not too sure. Should have just about enough. Maybe I'll make this into a cellar and like grow mushrooms down here or something. We could use it for like barrel storage. Looks like we have just about enough cobblestone. Yeah, I think we have just enough. Yep, we're good. Huh. Make one more pickaxe. And then I'll show you, actually, I don't know. What should we do here? First I'm gonna have to make a chest, for all this extra dirt and stuff like that. Make as many spruce as I can. Let's just check these chests over here on the side. This dirt will come in handy later, when I want to do some more landscaping. Put this in there. And what was I gonna make? Okay, so the floors we're gonna actually make out of slabs, because slabs, I don't know what it is about it, but I just don't really like, I don't really like floors that are made out of one block thick wood. It just doesn't look right. I'm very OCD with the way that I play Minecraft, if you haven't noticed yet. Alright, and then I can start building the floors. Might as well hop in here, because I'm going to have to build stairs anyways. And the stairs are going to start right there. Oops. I have an axe on me. Oh. So I don't know what I'm gonna make the roof out of on this building. I might just make the roof. What should I do? I gotta find clay, because every building that has pretty much ever existed has some sort of ventilation system for a fire pit or something. So I'm gonna have to find clay to build a chimney. And the chimney is gonna have to come up from the basement. Usually, the basement is the source of where the furnace is. So I might check a furnace in here later on. And we'll see. I'm gonna build this so that it has like a storage closet attached to it. So looks pretty good. That looks alright. I can't figure out what. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, just being OCD again. So that's gonna be a closet in there, and I think. So this is the pattern that I usually make windows in. I usually start off making the corners of the building, because I find it looks really weird when a window is right close to a wall that's running perpendicular to it. It doesn't look right to me. So let's make sure the corners are like one block with 2 blocks adjacent. And the reason why I built it in an odd number is so that I can have the corners that are like properly like that. So the corners, there's always like perfect corners to it. Oops. Okay, I got all mixed up there for a second. And we're almost done, actually. We're almost done building our storage house. Still need to get some glass for the windows. I'm gonna start speeding up because the length of the video is getting there. Might make this one a half an hour instead of 25 minutes. And we're just going to chuck the last layer on here. I'm going to leave this storage house at one floor, just because I do have a basement. And so, let me see. And building the cascade of the roof here. I don't usually build flat roofs unless I'm building like a sort of desert, like a desert climate. If I was going to build a city that looks like Jerusalem, maybe I might make flat roofs just because. And I found with the banners, you can make like an Assassin's Creed, where it has like the place where the carpets are all hung up on the roof that Ezio can hide in. You can actually make that with the banners. It's another idea off the top of my head. I didn't mean to fall down there. And I'm going to put another storage closet right over here, too. Let me see how this looks. Block out these windows, just because we won't really need them right there. Block off this window, too. That's where the other storage closet is going to go. And I might as well make some beams. Beams just like this, right above the windows. Adds a bit of realism to it. I mean, you don't usually see a house that doesn't have not support beams, but rafters. Rafters add a little bit of realism to the building that you're making, I find. We'll go ahead and we'll check another one over here. Too much rafters doesn't really look nice. It might look, yeah. I'll put another layer of rafters here. And that way you can put like all kinds of hidden stuff up in the attic too, which is always nice. I'm just gonna block this off. And another layer here. And we're almost done. Just have to put a door. I'll put a door right here. What should I do here? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put a wall right here. Just so that I don't accidentally end up like slipping down or falling down the stairs there. And so that I can build like cabinets that go right above here. put two barrels there, and it'll look like a shelf. I can store some items in there too. I'm gonna dig up some sand so I can make some windows. There should be about enough sand right there, I think. Chuck them in here. What else am I going to work on? I'm not going to be able to put the roof on until I get to go to the Nether. So I think in the next episode I'm going to go mining, and I'm going to try and find diamonds and get enough obsidian to build a Nether portal, and that way I can get some Nether brick for the roofs. I always like Nether brick as a roof. Just looks very nice. I'm going to collect these berries quick. Might as well make some chests, because this is going to be the storage house. How do I make a barrel? I gotta check here. So for a barrel, I need some sticks, I need some slabs. So I'm just going to make some sticks, and probably make 1, 2, 3, 4 barrels, and make a bunch of chests. 11 chests, that sounds good. I'm gonna jump in here, and the chests are going to line up beneath the columns, just so I can put a sign above the chest of what's inside the chest. There's an ant on my desk. So there we go, and put the barrels right above there like that. Maybe chuck a barrel in here too. Chuck a barrel on there, and I'll chuck a barrel on this top one too. Or I'll just put a barrel right there, facing up, because usually you wouldn't put a barrel on its side like that. So, what else is there to do? I'm gonna get these windows in, and then when I put the windows in, that'll be the end of this episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode. So, just gonna chuck in those windows right quick. Glass panes. Glass panes always look a little bit more realistic. One more thing. I literally have to do this. I don't know what it is. It's just part of my mind. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I need to do this. So I'm gonna put a window right here for the basement. I'll put a window right there, and a window on the other side. Oh, I'm stuck in the bush. Shouldn't try to jump over that bush. So that way I get some light down here, and I'll put a window like right here on the other side too. There we go. the way there's some windows in the basement. It looks much more realistic that way. I don't know what it is. It's just that's a building code. That's actually a real building code that you need in order to construct a building. And after I make these doors, this is going to be the end of the episode. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and in the next episode we're going to go do some mining, because I do need some obsidian in order to make the roof for this place. Tell me what you guys think. I think it looks like an alright build. I built this faster than any other time that I've tried in any other worlds that I made. All we need is the roof. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.